one.
Well, here I am again, Margaret Kerry, with Tinkerbell at large, both of us. And I have been asking some people, what would they like to hear on one of these videos that we're doing? And I got an overwhelming response of something that touched me, being Tinkerbell. Well, this was a wonderful time that happened because I was at one of the shows, I guess the Disneyana Club, and I was sort of next to the table, and this woman came up and she was trembling. She was absolutely trembling. This is in my book. I've showed you the book enough, you know what it is. And she was trembling, and I'm thinking, so what's wrong with her? And she took my hands, and she was just trembling like this. And finally, her 12-year-old daughter steps out from behind, and she says, Mom has to tell you that you, Tinkerbell, saved her life. Can you imagine what you do with that? I mean, what runs through your head? Like, is this for real? This woman is all upset, but her daughter is saying it's true. And so I settled myself down and I said, well, tell me about it. And her daughter said, well, she had gained to about 300 pounds, and she had to have her knee done over because she had broken it. She was so heavy, and she was in a wheelchair, and she decided that this was the end. This was absolutely the end. She couldn't do any more. And then somehow she got the feeling that Tinkerbell, her favorite, wouldn't act that way. And she said, no, Tinkerbell would do it differently. Tinkerbell would do better. Tinkerbell. So what she did was, and I don't think you can see it on the screen, but she got Tinkerbell tattooed on her leg. And every time she got very depressed, she would look down and talk to Tinkerbell on her leg. And the daughter said that is what saved her life. She was just going. So I'm still standing there just stunned with the whole thing. But she said, you want to take a picture of it? And I said, sure. So her daughter said, go on, Mom. Well, about 2 months later, we were still talking on the telephone. I was wondering how she was doing. She had gone back to work. And everything was just going beautifully, and her daughter was growing up beautifully. But that was Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell that I'm supposed to look after and take care of. You can't imagine what a feeling that is, still to this day. And she's one of 3 others who have told me the same thing about Tinkerbell. Saved their lives. So I'm giving that story out to the people who ask me to do a personal story like that. And I'm sending you a whole bunch of Pixie Dust because I've got to get to work. Yes, the glasses go back.